Okay, so after fooling around all day, I finally decided to build the puppet for my third and final video for my special effects compositing class. It is this paper puppet here. See the head just like all in different parts and stuff. I'm just gonna make her do a simple walk style, just ignore the person over here. That was just a warm up. Made the brilliant decision also to make her a robot. So if she moves like a robot, I can say that she is a robot and not that I'm just bad at stop motion. This is the puppet cutout I used. Not whiteout. I used tack and stick. This is adhesive, basically to just stick the joints together so that they're able to easily move and they stay put afterwards, which is nice. And then the head does not have a joint attached to it because the neck is a really small piece and this thing is already like the size of my hand. I could have made it bigger, but I didn't. And then I just kind of made a little like white thing around it again to make it a little bit bigger. So my idea is to kind of kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to take all the pictures of the model, just like stand over this with each little frame that I move her, and then just like take a photo like that. And then at the same time, I'm gonna have that being recorded with my camera so that I can do the time-lapse effect. And then just instead of having it be a smooth transition, probably just gonna have it fade into the other one. Just to make it a little bit easier because it's already Tuesday and this thing is due by Friday. Alright, got the full setup. I guess I do need to clean up a little bit over there, but never mind that. And I would just like to say for a moment that the most useful item in my arsenal of like filming crap that I've ever bought thus far has not been this ring light, has not been the camera I haven't set up yet, hasn't even been the tripod. It's this piece of cardboard that I cut from a box and I painted it green. This I've used in every single one of my projects and they've turned out great. Alright, so now that we've gone over the live action portions of this project, let's go over the final bit, which is the area of After Effects. So let's go over everything one by one, starting off with the main video, the zoom in portion, which was a reason why I was less scared of the animation of the ending, kind of low-key looking like crap, because it was mainly this time lapse of the actual creating of the animation that was the real start of the show. That was really what I was supposed to do. So if we go into here real quick, it's a lot more easier to see if I just go for the graph editor, because I actually use graph edits to make the time remap. Clicking on each one of those will reveal that these ones are all little nubbins. Yeah, these ones are not, because they were okay enough. And then this one right at the top, it's not. I know that little bump is there. I don't really care about it that much because this fades out into the final animation anyway. And so that gets this nice gradual speeding up of time, hopefully, that I so desired with the original product. If I had to do it again, I would probably just remember that the graph editor was there and not even bother with these other in-between frames, because that's the reason why the smooth time was originally why I added those in-between frames to begin with, and I probably won't need that many. Now that I know I can just do graph edits of everything. Anyway, in addition to that, we also have it slightly zoom in over time and then also rotate just in time to transition okay into the final animation, which was the purpose of doing that. Originally, it was going to be a lot more of a smooth transition, but I can only get the tripod so close to my setup. Anyway, let's go on with the paper walk, and as you might have noticed, it was a little more complicated. There we go. So the paper walk actually consisted of these all of these images right here, you can probably see them, all of those images that were all taken on the phone as demonstrated throughout the original time-lapse video. If we go over to the paper puppet walk, I basically had each of those images last 4 frames, and then I kind of just moved around the images until the puppet was in roughly the position that I wanted her to be in. And then that hopefully gets a good enough of a walk. She kind of like flies off into the sunset over here in these portions, but oh well. And then what I did was I wanted her to loop, but I didn't want to create that many layers. So what I did was I actually exported her as her own video, hence why the background of here is green. That's actually the reason I did that. And then I had the video used in the final project instead of the original composition. This way, if I go over here into this guy right here, I can go interpret footage, main, and I just had it loop 20 times. I don't actually really need it to loop 20 times. You probably only need to loop like 15 at most, but I just wanted to be safe, so 20. And the black solid and white star texture. The star texture, it was in my second one. It was in my first one. I am not above reusing assets. What I am above, though, is just keeping them there and solid and doing nothing. So I just had it rotate slightly at the end to create like a nice little bit of extra added movement to the background, so it wasn't just a solid awkward thing, more than it already was anyway. Essentially, that is the paper puppet animation, and I am finally done with all of these. Very strange.